Good morning, students. In today's class, we are going to study about series shunt feedback amplifiers. And the ideal structure of this series shunt feedback amplifier is shown here, and it mainly consists of a feedback network and as well as a amplifier circuit and a feedback circuit. It is beta circuit and a circuit. And it is basically a voltage amplifier circuit. And now consists of a unilateral open loop amplifier. Okay, unilateral open loop amplifier, that is known as, or you can say, that has been shown as a circuit, that is amplifier circuit. And it will, as I said, it will act as a voltage amplifier, since the input is also voltage and output is also voltage. And that type of amplifier is also known as series shunt feedback amplifier. Okay, and now, and an ideal, it is an ideal voltage sampling feedback network, that is this beta circuit. Okay, and the A circuit, this A circuit has an input resistance Ri. Okay, the A circuit has an input resistance Ri and a voltage gain a voltage gain A, and output resistance R0, and output resistance R0. And also it is assumed that the source load resistance here, the source load resistance have been included inside our A circuit. Okay, it has been assumed that source load resistance is also included in our A circuit. And then further, the beta circuit does not load the A circuit. Okay, this beta circuit does not load the A circuit. It does not load the A circuit. That is, connecting the beta circuit does not change the value of the gain. That is A, the value of the gain. Okay, and that the gain is, for series shunt feedback amplifier, it has been defined as, for especially for this open loop gain, V0 by Vi. Okay, and now the circuit of equivalent figure has been shown here with source voltage and an input feedback resistance, that is Vi Ri, and with feedback AF into Vs, AF into Vs, that is ROF. Okay, output feedback resistance. And to measure the output resistance of the feedback amplifier, we will use this circuit. Now, the closed loop voltage gain AF is given by, that is for series shunt feedback, you know that gain is output voltage divided by the input voltage, that is V0 by Vs. And since the above circuit is similar to our basic topology, and hence we can directly write it as A divided by 1 plus A beta. Okay, and here A and beta have reciprocal units. And the equivalent circuit model for the series shunt feedback amplifier is shown in this figure B. And observe that here the EF is the open circuit voltage gain of the feedback amplifier. Okay, EF is the open circuit voltage gain of the feedback amplifier, and it's RIF and ROF denotes the input and output resistance with feedback. Okay, this RIF and ROF denotes the output, input and output resistance with feedback. The relation between the RIF and ROF can be established by considering this figure. Okay, the relation between the RIF, the resistance, feedback resistance of the input, seen by this point. Okay, the point of seeing is also important here, and the output resistance is calculated by this point at this point. Okay, and now this is the equivalent circuit for the above circuit, and this is measuring the output resistance, how to measure the output resistance of the feedback amplifier. So this is for an ideal voltage, closed loop voltage gain, that is V0 by Vs for this amplifier, that is nothing but A divided by 1 plus A into beta. The relationship between the feedback resistance and input resistance can be established by considering the original figure, the ideal circuit. So we know that the input feedback resistance is nothing but Vs by Ii. Okay, RIF is nothing but RIF into gain is Vs by Ii. That's equal to Vs divided by Vi. What is Ii from the figure? Ii is nothing but Vi by Ri, right? Vs by Vi. Vs divided by Ii is Vi by Ri, and rearranging the equation, Ri divided Vs divided by Vi. So what is this source voltage? By applying KVL to this loop, that is source voltage, we are going to get it as Vi plus beta into A into Vi. Okay, Vi into Vi plus beta into A into Ai. Okay, so the feedback resistance will become RIF is equal to Ri into, rearrange the, take Vi common out, common, Ai Vi is going to get cancelled. What remains? 1 plus A into beta. This is the equation number 2. Call it as equation number 2. So by observing this equation, what you are going to say, the negative feedback increases the input resistance by a factor equal to the amount of feedback. Okay, this negative feedback increases the input resistance, that is input resistance by a factor how much? 1 plus A beta. Input resistance by a factor equal to amount of the feedback. Okay, this is our feedback what we are giving. When the input current II becomes correspondingly small and the resistance Vs becomes large, then the equation 2 can be generalized to the form in the form of impedance, that is ZIF is equal to ZIF S into 1 plus A of S into beta of S. All this as equation number 3. So in this way we can find the RIF, that is input feedback resistance, in terms of Ri and feedback factor. Okay, and similarly we can find the output resistance, that is output feedback resistance, ROF of the feedback amplifier, as shown in figure A. This is the point of interest now. We should need to calculate the output resistance ROF. So now since we have to reduce Vs to 0 and apply a test voltage Vi at the output, therefore the ROF will becomes, what is ROF? The output feedback resistance will becomes the test voltage divided by the current. Test voltage divided by the current. Test voltage by the current. Now, by applying, in this case, the input voltage is nothing but the feedback voltage, negative with the negative feedback voltage. That is nothing but the feedback voltage is nothing but beta into I naught. Beta into I naught. Apply KVL here. Therefore, what we are going to get here, the input voltage is nothing but minus Vf, that is equal to minus beta into I naught. That is, when we will consider this as test voltage, test current, then minus beta into IT. Thus, from the circuit, the V is equal to IT minus AV into A into VI into R naught. That is, substitute the value of VI as beta into IT. That is going to, we are going to get IT plus A into beta into IT into R naught. Hence, the output feedback resistance will be equal to 1 plus A into beta R naught. Okay. This is how to find the RIF and ROF for the series shunt feedback amplifier.